Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our 8th grade award assembly. Throughout this presentation, we are going to recognize students for their academic achievement in all of their subjects. When we call students up, please wait until all students for that particular award have been brought to the front, and then we will applaud as a group. The first award we are going to start with is our top student for this year's 8th grade class, Mr. Nicholas Valentino. Nicholas will be wearing a white cord tonight to showcase his achievement, and this was no easy feat for Nicholas. Being COVID, hybrid, virtual, in-person, out-of-person, Nicholas has continued to make achievement in all of his classes. In some classes, he has earned higher than 100 cumulative average. Nicholas also will be presented with his 4A breakfast certificate, which honors top students in Salem County. Nicholas, on behalf of everybody at Pittsgrove Township Middle School, we are truly blessed and privileged to have had you walk through our doors the past 4 years. Thank you for being such an awesome student, and most importantly, thank you for being such a positive role model for our students. Congratulations. The next student we would like to acknowledge is our runner-up student. This was, again, a very close competition, and this student should be recognized for her hard academic achievement throughout this entire school year. Miss Julia Langley. Julia will be wearing a green cord tonight, and in addition to her academic achievements, Julia also has organized several drives over the past few years. This year, we had to hold things off due to going virtual to benefit the local women's shelter, in which this year she reached almost $200. So again, because of Julia and several of her classmates, we were able to make this donation to the local women's shelter. Julia also has achieved academic standards in all of her classes, and in some classes, again, has surpassed a 100 cumulative average. Julia, on behalf of everybody at Pittsgrove Township Middle School, we thank you for everything you've done over your last few years and wish you well at the high school. Congratulations. Next up, we would like to honor our superintendent's list students. These are students who have had straight A's in all 4 marking periods. When you come up, you will be given a gold medal or gold lanyard with a medal that you can wear tonight to show off your achievement. First up, Julia Langley. Kansas McGraw. Please hold your conversation until all students are up. Bambina Rivera. Taylor Behrens. Nina Rossi. Gabriella Simonini. Nicholas Valentino. Congratulations to all of our students who stand before us as our superintendent's list, again achieving straight A's in all 4 marking periods. We wish you well on your future quest, and thank you for being such awesome role models for everybody. Again, congratulations. The next students we will be highlighting will be students who achieve the principal's list, A's and B's, for all 4 marking periods. These students will get a green, are we good? We'll get a green lanyard with a medal, and to introduce these students, please welcome Mrs. Kirshner-Seville to the podium.
We will start with Mia Abby. Taylor Barrett. Isaac Vansalar. Kylie Cole. Sophia Costanzo. Athea Ebro. Michael Ebro. Louis Elliott. Paige Genovich. Lorenzo Renato. Allison Green. Gordon Hatfield. Logan Hancock. Enrico Patrick. Olivia Hollenberger. Dylan Johnson. Cadence McNeil. Kansas McGraw. Christian Negron. Bambina Rivera. Nina Rossi. Olivia Sacerdoti. Arlene Shelley. Alexa Shen. Gabriella Simonini. Helena Tyre. Sadie Van Collin. Chase Walker. Nicholas Valentino. Tyler Santino. Alexis Hollenberg. One more round of applause for all.
All right, the next awards that will be given out are awards given by our physical education and health teachers and exploratory. Please welcome Mr. Carr.
How's everyone doing? You guys doing good? All right, so the Health and PE Award is not just about athletic ability, but it's about showing kindness, compassion, and respect, being prepared, and also showing leadership. So this person really stood out to us as showing all of those qualities consistently throughout the year. So this year's award goes to Enrico Hatch.
Next, please welcome Mrs. Brown.
Okay, here we go. Es un gran placer reconocer a este estudiante hoy por su logro y crecimiento académico. Hay muchas razones por las que se seleccionó a este estudiante. Este estudiante es brillante y capaz. Este estudiante también colabora bien con otros y sirve como modelo a seguir para sus compañeros de clase. Sin embargo, lo que distingue a este alumno es su tenacidad frente a contenidos y trabajos difíciles. Aunque este estudiante se da cuenta rápidamente, no todas las lecciones fueron fáciles para este estudiante. En lugar de darse por vencido, este estudiante siguió adelante. Si eso significaba volver a tomar una prueba o pedirme ayuda, este estudiante estaba decidido a completar su trabajo con éxito. So it is with great pleasure that I recognize this student for academic achievement and growth. There are many reasons why the student was selected. This student is bright and capable. This student also collaborates well with others and serves as a role model to classmates. However, what distinguishes this student is their tenacity when facing difficult content and assignments. Although this student catches on quickly, not every lesson was easy for this student. Instead of giving up, the student kept at it. If that meant retaking a quiz or asking me for help, this student was determined to complete their work successfully. For all of these reasons, it gives me great pleasure to recognize Taylor Cardona.
Please welcome Mr. Wade.
All right, so this award goes to Outstanding Achievement in Music. When this student started in 4th grade, I knew they were very talented and were destined for greatness on their instrument. And they were an absolute pleasure to teach in their 5 years participating in the band program. The student also auditioned and participated in several additional ensembles in Salem County, and even though their mother asked me every year if we had a string ensemble, which fortunately we do not, they practice outside of the school to become a very accomplished violin player. I will truly miss them in keeping the group together in my ensemble, and I wish them the absolute best in high school. The recipient for Outstanding Achievement in Band goes to Dean Joseph.
Please welcome Ms. Padilla to the podium.
So today I have the honor of announcing the name of the student receiving the award for Most Creative in Art this year. I'm so excited for this student, what the next pages will hold for her and her story, and the future she will continue to carve out for herself. She embraced what many would call mistakes. Instead, she saw them as stepping stones to success. I'm so proud of her and all of her accomplishments, and excited to announce that this year for the award for Most Creative goes to Alexis Holloway.
Please welcome Mrs. Wendell.
Brains, hearts, that's
really cool, Mrs. Wendell. I love this stuff. These were the first words exclaimed as this student entered medical detectives for the first time. His excitement and fervor for all things medical has been inspiring for me. The award for outstanding effort in medical detective goes to a young man whose self-motivation and intrigue led him down the path of discovery. I had the joy of watching as his newfound interest grow like the bacteria samples from class. Exponentially, I might add. His overall enthusiasm about life and the field of biomedicine is amazing. It is my great pleasure to present the Outstanding Effort in Medical Detectives Award to Isaac Bonsall.
Please welcome Mrs. LaFont.
Language arts is a conversation. Unfortunately, during COVID, it was hard to have that conversation. For most of the year, we had only a handful of students together in person, and those students were masked. Translation, muffled. The virtual students were at the mercy of the Wi-Fi, freezing, dropping out, and having to rejoin meetings, not to mention having to remember to unmute. In this environment, it was hard for students to relax and share their ideas, and hard for them to hear mine. Frustrated, many chose not to engage, not to take the risk of being interrupted or embarrassed. But in one of my classes, there was a student whose voice would not be silenced. His hand went up and his brilliant ideas came out. He asked intelligent questions. He made insightful observations. And then he went home and researched and found out more. Returned to the classroom the next day and shared those ideas with the class. When there was tension, he was there to break it with a wry question or sarcastic quip. He broke the ice, he got the conversation rolling, and he was there, in it, with all of us. Soon, other hands started to go up. An invisible barrier was shattered. COVID was forgotten, and we were there, walking the fields with George and Lenny, hiding from the Nazis with Anne, braving the interrogation room with Richard. I wanted so much to give my students the real literature experience. They had already given up so many things this year. And this student made it not only possible, but better than I ever could have imagined. I cannot thank him enough for the impact he had on all of his classmates this year and the impact he had on me. His voice gave us courage, and that courage, well, it was contagious. It went viral. And the voices it unleashed will not be silenced, not by COVID, not by embarrassment, or awkwardness, or peer pressure, or anything else that makes adolescents hide their lights from the world. It is my great honor to recognize this wonderful student today. The ELA Award for Outstanding Effort goes to Samuel McGuire.
Next to the podium, Mrs. Bailey.
It is my pleasure to give this award to one of the hardest working students I've known. Both in and outside of the classroom, you've constantly impressed me with your dedication and your ambition.
You strive in every subject you pursue to not just be okay or even good, but to be great. That in itself is noble. However, what's even more beautiful and impressive is your composure and ability to self-reflect. Though you fight for perfection, you always leave room for growth. You learn from your mistakes, and instead of filling yourself with doubt, you acknowledge where you went wrong and you pick yourself back up. That is the trait I find most inspiring. Intelligence is something that you were gifted with naturally, but it's your curiosity, your eagerness, your self-reflection that will make you a success. You have great things ahead. As Richard Gilmore once said, what she tackles, she conquers. I will so miss being impressed by you daily, my friend. Go forth and remember, in omnia paratus. The award for outstanding effort in ELA goes to Gabriella.
Please welcome Mr. Ring.
I'm going to miss teaching the student math. This year is probably the most chaotic year that we are going to have. I hope so. But this student has excelled academically. Every morning, this student came into my classroom with a bright smile and an open mind. Every marking period, this student has given valiant effort in their work. I never had to worry about this student falling behind, and if they were, they would let me know that they don't understand the information. Although the student didn't attend office hours regularly, I would see them if they were confused or had a question. I know this student's going to do a great job at Shallock High School. The award for the student who uses my hand sanitizer the most, as well as academic excellence, is Mia Abbey.
Please welcome Miss Dan.
The award for outstanding effort in mathematics goes to a student who separated themselves from the rest of the class early in the year. This student is self-motivated and went beyond the basic expectations of classroom participation during a global pandemic. They are persistent, honest, respectful, and not afraid to take initiative to ensure they understand the material being presented to them. Beyond all of these character traits, this student also exhibits leadership and a willingness to help peers. This extraordinary young adult attended office hours regularly, and in doing so, persevered through all of the obstacles that the 2020-2021 school year threw their way. This student has a deep-seated kindness that is beyond their years, and I am nothing short of thankful that I was able to get to know them this year. It is my pleasure to present the award for outstanding effort in mathematics to Ms. Kylie Cole.
Please welcome Mr. Wyckoff.
Citizenship Award recognizes a student who possesses strength of character and leadership skills. Throughout this very difficult and different school year, this student has been an inspirational role model for the school community, helped others in need, respected and adhered to rules for socially responsible and desirable behavior, and interacted positively with adults and their peers. For these reasons and many more, I would like to congratulate Julia Langley on winning the Citizenship Award.
Congratulations to all of you, and best of luck as you move on into high school. Congratulations. Before we move on to one of our final awards for our assembly, I want us all to take a moment and thank each and every one of your teachers for what they did this year to support you, help you, and guide you through probably one of the more interesting school years we will ever face in Pittsgrove Township School District. Join me in thanking your teachers. With that, I would like to call the 8th grade team to the podium to give out the 8th grade Pride Award.
This is the last award that we are presenting today, and is the only award that was voted on by all of the 8th grade team members. As teachers, we see a lot of students pass through the halls each day trying their very best. However, there are a few that always stick out, not just for their academic achievements, but for their spirit and genuine kindness. This student exemplifies the traits of pride that we cultivate at PTMS. Day after day, they enter the building with a smile, pushing themselves to do better than the day before. Not a day passed this year when this student was not present or focused on their subjects. Not a moment passed when they did not exude pure good and will towards students and staff. They are mature beyond their years, carrying themselves with a grace and poise that is admirable. They have been a gift for all of us to watch, and we truly will miss them. It is my pleasure to give the Pride Award to Ms. Taylor Barry. Ms. Krisher, can we cut the feed so we can talk about the graduation? Please.